Hey guys, how's it going? Sorry it's been a minute. I know I said I'd get a video out every week and it's been a little over a week, but just haven't had much to talk about. Bull riding's been slow because we got winter weather coming in. Um, so haven't been able to get out to practice or anything. So I don't have any new bull riding clips to show you or review or anything. But I did go ahead and I put together a Rex video for my 2025 bull riding, and it's just all my Rex. And I guess some of them aren't wrecks, just me falling off, but you get the gist. Do that, and I had a couple of things I wanted to go over that I know a couple people wanted me to talk about, and kind of just go over that, and then share some cool updates we got coming up for some stuff we've been working on through the backside. But yeah, go ahead and get into this video. It's gonna be a little bit small. This I posted on my TikTok and I think a YouTube short maybe. So it's kind of optimized for phone screen. So you might have already seen it. I'll just go through it, tell a couple stories from a couple of the rides, stuff about it. This first ride is my first ride of 2025. It was February 15th because it was the day after Valentine's Day. Um, and this was whenever I decided I was really gonna take bull riding serious. Start start going for it. I had just got out the Navy uh, that previous December, I think, or not too long before that. I was really able to actually start pushing it. Um, and you'll see first half of this video is not very good. Last half ain't either because it's a Rex video, but I didn't actually start practicing until about the middle of last year. Didn't know there was practice anywhere. Um, so you'll see there's a lot of me just pulling myself as tight as I can to the rope, and that don't work because you get jerked down and thrown off. So that's what a lot of this will be in the beginning. I'm gonna do a couple pauses, tell a couple stories, um, give y'all a little more background about me. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get it playing. See right here, just straight fall off. And then this one was a TV deal, so pretty fun to fall off on live TV. This ride, the only reason I got out of that hang up because when he came around, stepped on my foot right there. The TV kind of hides it, but stepped on my foot. What I didn't know going to this rodeo was that it was a double header, two bulls a night. Um, so went got this bull, and then this was the second night, so I knew by now. But went and got this bull, got my foot stepped on. It fractured it or something. I got some pictures somewhere, but feet pics ain't free. And the couldn't get my boot off. Didn't want to take my boot off at the rodeo because I didn't want to know if I'd be able to get it back on for my second bull. I waited, got on my second bull, fell off that one too, and then went. We had a 4 hour drive home, 4 or 5 hour, gas and stuff. Um, but made it home that Sunday morning at like 4 a.m. And then that Sunday afternoon, I had to fly out to California, and I live in North Carolina, or I think I lived in Virginia at the time. Um, a long flight, and had a layover in Atlanta. So the whole time my foot's swollen. I think when I got home, it took me about 20 minutes to get my boot off. Only thing my foot had fit in was my slippers. Um, yeah, then had to lay over in Atlanta. Subway was down there at that airport. If you ever been to that airport, you know how big it is. So I had a mile or two walk to my gate, and I was rushing because my flight landed late. And my other flight was getting ready to board. So that sucked, and then spent the whole weekend in California, and then had to fly back, and that was a whole trip. So don't recommend getting your feet stepped on. Um, Avoid it if you can. This one, sorry, there's so many pauses, guys, but another story. Got some stories with a few of these. This one is whenever he stepped on my helmet, which I talked about in my I got a gear bag video. If you watched that one, you would have seen me mention this. But when he came around, it doesn't look like it, but right there he stepped on my helmet. And actually, I got the helmet right here on my desk. you can see the caved in a little bit right there, and it I can't really put it back together, but this part that's divoted in right there came back and hit me right here. I got a little scar right there, but that was my Bauer helmet. So did its job, I guess, but I would have liked to have it for more than one use. But then you can see in this next clip, which is the ride right after that, I got the 100X helmet. So that was a pretty penny, but I definitely use it a lot. I don't try to, but I do. So yeah, and then got up, tried to get forward, I think, and pulled my feet up behind me. Here I slammed my head into the fence post right there, so I used my helmet there. And then yeah, just a lot of me getting jerked down and stuff, just not knowing how to ride bulls, what I've learned on YouTube and going to rodeos. This is my first time ever going to practice. So this is where I actually started learning. Second bull I ever got on at practice. He drug me through the gate. Yeah, they're just little Angus jumpers to practice on. Wife hates watching these videos and hates this video because it's just 2 minutes of hang-ups. At least I ain't falling off because my hand fell out. And then you can see right here I start doing good, and then sometimes it'll click for me and sometimes it just won't. I'm trying to get it where it clicks all the time. I can stay on them. Did okay at this rodeo. I don't remember. There was only a few guys and I got the farthest. I think I was only 2 or 3 seconds from. That sucks. Oh, that previous ride. This one. I bounced my head off his head there. That was it did something to my jaw. Relocated it somewhere. But it for like 2 weeks I had eaten mashed potatoes and oatmeal. Cause if I even bit, I think I tried to bite a like fried vegetable or something real soft, and the slightest pressure chewing just made it feel like my jaw was gonna fall off. So that was a terrible 2 weeks, but part of it. You can see I almost came out good on that one, and then he turned back and I came off. So hang ups. This bull right here. Yeah, this one. This one I've been on 4 times now. Twice at rodeos when I drove him, twice at practice. I've been trying to get on him every practice that they run him in the chute. I think he won Keeper Bull of the Year or something like that. I don't know if it was this last year. I don't know when. But it's my goal to ride him. That's what I made it my own personal goal. One day I'm gonna ride him. So I just get on him every time, and he throws me every time. I'm gonna get him one day. And then last bull of 2025, and I should have rode him. Slow, barely jumping, came out. So yeah, that was on my Rex from 2025. I think I might have not thrown a couple in there, but that was pretty much all of them. And then yeah, so just a couple things I want to talk about that people want to hear about is practicing. If you're thinking about getting into bull riding, find a practice pen. Whether it's a bull school where you go hang out at the rodeo behind the chutes and ask guys about practice and stuff, everybody's going to know where to practice. You might have to drive 3 or 4 hours to practice, but practice. Go to rodeos. I spent 8 years going to rodeos as practice, and it's not good because now that I'm practicing and actually learning how to ride bulls, I got 8 years of bad habits to break. 8 years of unlearning to do. It's not fun because it's a lot of money to that I spend to fall off bulls, and I really want to ride them. So yeah, find you a practice pen. Don't be afraid to ask people. Most of the time, if you want to get on bulls and you ask some bull riders, they're gonna find you a place to get on bulls. Probably because they want to see you fall off, but they're gonna find you a place. And if they don't try to help you, tell them that you think you could ride a bull better than they can. They'll find you a place to get on a bull. I promise. And also, the practice pen is usually going to be cheaper. I know the one I go to can get on 6 to 8 bulls for the price of going to one rodeo. So That's a way better deal. If you don't have money for both, go to the practice pen. Take the money you'd use to enter the rodeo, go to the practice pen. And yeah, just don't be afraid to ask people. And then another thing, somebody asked me about once was like the fear getting on the bulls. And uh, one thing I really couldn't help with because it was just something I always wanted to do, and I just kind of went to my first rodeo and just got on. I do have like get the butterflies and stuff in your stop getting that, then that means it's getting boring to you. You probably stop doing it. But actually being scared of them, not really. You just got to kind of do it. Um, you can have fear, I think, without being scared. More respect for them. Scared of getting hurt is a different thing. If you're scared of getting hurt, don't get on it. You're gonna get hurt. At some point or another, you're gonna get hurt. The top guys in bull riding get hurt all the time. So if you're scared of getting hurt, that's just don't do it. Um, you will get hurt. Probably spend 40% of the time hurt. Probably there was probably 7 or 8 rodeos in a row almost where I came home and could barely walk in the door, which isn't fun because then your wife just laughs at you. Your fault. A couple other things. Uh, traveling. If you want a rodeo, you got to travel. If you're trying to just do local rodeos, you're gonna get a handful a year at the most. We last year to get used to the traveling, um, went to everything within 4 hours of it, which gave us I think 2 or 3 rodeos a month. So if you just do that, just find your associations. I read in 2 to 3 associations just to get the max amount of rodeos I can in that area. This year we're going to travel a little more, but traveling does cost money, so make sure you have money saved up. I think for us, rental and an Airbnb was like $700 every trip, which we split between 2 people. So find you some traveling partners, help break up the cost. One thing we're going to do this year is we found some places that rent RVs for the same price as a rental car. So then we can just stay on the rodeo ground. So if you can find a place around you like that, do that. Um, but yeah, and then just you have to be prepared to travel. Uh, wouldn't recommend traveling alone because then you don't have any friends. Get you some buddies to go with you, even if you just take your friend to pull your rope. Uh, most associations will let a guest in for free. So take that, and then whenever you get hurt at the rodeo, somebody's there to drive you back home. Because I don't think maybe a handful of rodeos I drive home. Uh, I'm pretty beat up, but you saw how good I am at falling off. But yeah, just practice. Don't even worry about the rodeo stuff until you get to practice. Gear, get you a rope. I think $3 or $500, depending where you buy them. Go like Beastmaster, Rodeo Mart, EPT. I think you can even go on Amazon. Don't worry about any of the little rope options, flats, and all that stuff. Just get you whatever the default kind of stuff is, and then tune your rope after whenever you go get your second one. If you're going to keep doing it, you'll end up with a second rope. I think I'm on my third one. Vest. When I bought them, it was like $100. I think they're about 3 to 500. So got to be prepared for that. Bell, you can get like $10 on Amazon. I go through all this in my gear bag video, but not everybody probably watched that. Then helmet, if you think you want it, then just go ahead and get it. Get you a Bauer. It's like $100. Get you through something. And then a glove, a few bucks, 30 or something. But and you got to get some spurs. But I would go look up the PBR's rules on spurs and get the spurs they recommend. Those are the ones that aren't going to cut the bulls. If you search bull riding spurs on Amazon, they got some little thin ones. They break down real easy, and then I ended up doing that at practice one time, which is why I had to get my new ones. Learn that, but yeah, don't get them little thin ones off Amazon. I think that's about it. far as some tips, that's kind of what this video was going to be. Just wanted to go over that, tell some stories, give you a little more background about me, give you some tips that I've learned along the way. Got some stuff upcoming. I mentioned our podcast in a previous video. Finally got that up and running. So I'll throw a link to that in the description. Maybe a card up here or something if I can figure that out. And then, yeah, we got our third episode out. Going pretty good. It's just me and my traveling partner shooting the shit, learning bull riding together. He's just starting out unlearning stuff. Then we got one more other big thing is here. We've been working on an app. We already had a website, fantasybullriding.com. Haven't really advertised it because it's still kind of in work. Got a few people using it, but it's still kind of being worked on, and it's a seasonal one. Seasonal one is kind of pick your guys in the beginning, kind of like fantasy football, and then kind of the implementation we got. You get points throughout the year. So not a lot of interaction. So we wanted to come up with something to make it more interactive for everybody. They're coming out with a weekly version in an app, and hopefully we can get some more people using it. The only fantasy bull riding we could find was the one for the PRCA. This one's based on PBR. We're not affiliated with PBR or anything, but we couldn't find one for them, so we wanted to make one. And we're going to keep working on this. We're just waiting on approval to get the app on the App Store. The initial version is done, so as soon as that's out, I'll make a community post, and I'll also mention it in my next video. And yeah, hopefully here's kind of the pick page. Pick who your top 5 are, what place you think they'll be in. You get points based on how right you are. And then kind of just resets every week. Help you get a little bit more involved than just watching it. And yeah, so hopefully that gets approved soon. It'll be on iOS and Android. That'll be pretty cool. It's all being built by us. I'm building it. If you don't know, I got like a somewhat background in coding stuff, just my home lab stuff, and going to school for it. It's like my side deal. So yeah, you could say it's American made or whatever. Because just me and one other guy coding it all. Yeah, that's the last big thing, I think. The last big update. Oh, one more thing. Right here. Pull that over. We got to 100 subscribers, guys. So thank everybody for that. That's huge. Got to keep going. Let's get to I don't know, 500 next or something. I feel like 200 is too easy of a goal. Let's make it hard. Get to 500 subscribers. My goal is just to help out mostly new people, because I don't think I really got tips for the experienced guys because I'm learning. But yeah, new guys that getting into bull riding. If I want to help, leave some comments down below if you have questions. See if I can find some answers or if I have any experiences. And yeah, that's about it. I appreciate everybody for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And see y'all next week. Appreciate y'all.